What is up, guys? So I have a new farming strategy for Dark Elixir that was brought to my attention, and it was a little hard to perform at first. I failed a bunch of times in the beginning, but after I got the hang of it, it got really easy to perform. And so this is what the attacks I've been making. I bring 38 minions, my queen, 8 healers, 16 wall breakers, and it depends on the spells. Sometimes I don't use all the spells, but I like to bring a poison, 2 heals, and 2 jump, just in case. And so as you see my log, I've stolen sometimes over 2,000. This was just like a weird practice attack. I was just trying something weird. But yeah, 2,000, 1992, 3,700, 1,900. This 4,000 raid was nice. 2,600. I pretty much just go for bases that have over 2,000. And what's really nice about this strategy is you can do this without boosting. Like, I've been doing this without boosting because it's kind of pointless to boost your barracks for this. Like, if you set up your 4 barracks to make 2 healers on each one, 4 wall breakers on each one, and then have your spells, the 2 heal, 2 jump, and then just have both your dark barracks making 19 minions each, the attack will be ready in about 40 minutes. So you can go about your day. After the attack's made, you can make the attack and then remake it again, wait another 40 minutes, and as long as you have a good base to protect your loot, something like this, I never get attacked with this base. No one ever goes for my loot with this base setup. So, like, these are my defense logs. Like, I don't think anyone has ever tried to go for my loot. I think someone got, like, the most was like 100,000 gold. This person tried, he just got golden elixir, didn't get any dark. But yeah, like, that's it. So you need to have a really good base that will protect your loot. But with this strategy, it's like, it's new because of the new artificial intelligence of the queen allows for this, but it's gonna take some practice for sure. So I'll replay this one that I got 4,000 and show you the kind of bases you want to look for when you're doing this. So see, I would normally not attack a base like this because Inferno towers, even if they're not on single target, if they're on multi-target, they will destroy your queen no matter how many healers you have on her. I've learned that many times. I went into bases with like level 1 Infernos set to multi-target, and for some reason my queen just dies even while being healed. But in this base, they were so far up north that I knew I could come in from the bottom. So you want to avoid bases that have Inferno towers if they're in the middle and they're kind of protecting the dark storage. And you want to avoid bases that just look like it doesn't look like you can get your queen to the center with the troops you have. So you have 16 wall breakers, 38 minions. The minions are used to funnel for the queen to get her more to the center of the base. And the wall breakers, you have to really wait before you put them out. You don't want to just spam your wall breakers, or else they're just going to die because the queen sits back really far. So you drop your queen like right where you want to start, right in the corner. I like to drop her, and then you use the minions really sparingly at first to see what you can take out around the outside without them getting hit. And then once you see that defenses are being distracted, then you can bring in like a few wall breakers, but you want to again be really sparing with them. So it only takes 2 wall breakers to break skull walls. So I see that the Expo is distracted there, the Archer Tower is distracted, so I send in those wall breakers there and break in that wall. I still have wall breakers left, still have minions left. So I send in some minions to take care of the enemy queen. As you see, my queen's taking a ton of damage right now, but the minions took care of the queen really quickly, and they helped take out the Expo. And what's good about this strategy is the healers sit back so far that they're never really in danger of air defenses or anything because the queen sits back really far. And so since she sits back so far, she gets to snipe things without really like taking fire from too many things at once. Like right here, she's taking fire from a lot of things, so I dropped a healing spell. And eventually she'll get to those defenses that are hitting her, and it'll be much easier to manage. But with the 8 healers, as long as they're not getting hit and they're not dying, she's not going down. Also, you're going to want a queen that's like pretty high level, like level 15 plus. Even 15 would be cutting it. Like, this should even be done with a higher level queen than 20, but 15 to 20, I'd say you could easily have done this raid. And then, you know, use the jump spell if you have no more wall breakers left to kind of get them in more to the center. And you just really just guide her with the jump spells. Like, if you don't have any wall breakers left, use the jump spell to direct where she's gonna go, ultimately getting her to the dark elixir. And this was a good base to attack because 2 of the drills were within reach, and the drills had a lot of dark in them. So, you know, I missed 1 drill up here, but it's not really a big deal. So I got rid of... So now that all the expos are gone, she's not taking fire from anything else. And now I got that drill, so I only missed 1 drill. And then there was really no more loot to get, so I kind of just ended it. And I walked away with 4,000 dark, and my queen didn't die. So when you come back, your queen is still alive to protect your base, and you can start setting up the new troop queue. So I do 2 healers, 4 wall breakers on each barrack, and then I set up 19 minions on one, 19 minions on the other. And I'll make the spells based off of what I use. So let's see, I have 3 heals and a jump, so I'm probably going to want a jump in there next. I like to run with 2 jumps, so that's why I have a jump queued next. So next raid I'm probably going to use, oh, and I don't have a poison spell, so you really want to have that because CC troops can really mess this up. If something like a P.E.K.K.A. or something that can just destroy your queen like real quickly, you might just want to consider leaving. But usually it's not the case. I never find P.E.K.K.A.s in there. I'll show one more raid. How does this perform? I'll look for another one that I made a decent amount. This one right here. So this should have been a Town Hall 9. And even though it looks kind of intimidating with the walls, it's completely manageable. You just start the Archer Queen on the best spot possible. I started her here because there's a dark elixir drill there. The enemy clan castle is there, which has loot in it to steal, even though it's a small percentage. And there's another drill at the top, but if you look at the elixir collectors, you can tell they're pretty much empty. So chances of dark being in those drills is probably not a lot. So yeah, poison took out some of those clan castle troops, but there were still more, and wizards can be a problem. So if there's a lot of wizards, you're going to want to cloak, even with the poison spell. You know, if the poison spell doesn't kill them right away, probably going to want to cloak your queen, because if all the wizards focus on your queen, she's going to drop in like 2 seconds. So see, I'm using the minions in a different way here. I should have been using them to kind of clear stuff on the left and the right to funnel my queen in more. So this attack almost messed up. As you can see, my queen is starting to go around the outside. So I dropped the jump spell, and I tried using the last minions I had to funnel, I think, to make sure. So that jump spell actually led her to go into the base rather than go on the outside and just walk around the base. And I had to cloak there because I was taking like way too much damage. Probably should have just used a heal. But I'm getting closer and closer to that dark storage, and that's all that matters because that's all I want. So this is really a raid you want if you're just looking for dark elixir. And right now I have my king upgrading, so this strat works perfectly fine. You don't need a king for it. And you don't need to spend gems on boosting. So you can, you know, this comp takes like 40 minutes to make. So every 40 minutes you can perform the attack. That's a lot of dark raids per day. You can get like 20k easily. And since you're not constrained on time, with your barracks being boosted, you can spend as much time as you want looking for the ideal base. You could keep on scrolling until you find a dark storage in the middle with like 6,000 dark to steal and drills completely full, stuff like that. So I like to just find bases with like 2,000 plus, and I just go for it. But you want to make sure that you're confident you can get your queen to that dark elixir storage in the middle with your troops that you have. And since I'm in gold, I don't care about losing trophies. I just want the dark. But yeah, you're gonna have to practice this a lot because I failed miserably a couple times. My queen would die because I wasn't doing it right, but after I got it down, like it just became cake. I'll show one more, I guess. This is my latest one. So I see this base a lot. Apparently it's a good loot protecting base, but not for a walking queen. So I think I started up on the north. So you drop your queen, all your healers. Use the minions kind of sparingly to clear stuff on the left and right to ensure that your queen goes into the middle. Now you see this clan castle had a bunch of wizards in it. I dropped the poison, but I didn't even want a chance at those wizards all using their ability on me at the same time. Like you see my queen just started almost dying, so I cloaked. It's not really a big deal. The clan castle troops are much more dangerous than any defenses hitting my queen with all these healers on her. So I mean it's eight maxed healers, and then using the minions to ensure that she doesn't backtrack and go outside of this spot. And now that I see that a bunch of defenses are being distracted by her, I bring in the wall breakers. I kind of test with like one to see where they're gonna go, because sometimes they go to stupid spots. So I have a good enough opening for her, like she can go into where that mortar is and easily reach the dark storage. So I just like kind of just sent the rest of my wall breakers and just see where they go. I mean, I don't even think they did anything, because you know I still have a jump spell, so I already know that I'm going to be able to get to that dark storage. And the 2 drills are there too, so that's a plus. Even though I don't think there was much in there, I'll speed it up because you know this can be kind of boring to watch. Really, it's pretty much I end up running the timer out with these attacks because it's just your queen. Just your queen and healers clearing the base. And a lot of people actually have integrated this kind of strategy with their war attacks. They just don't bring 8 healers, they'll bring a few like 2 or 3, and have the queen walk around the base a little bit. If the defenses are really spread out, she can effectively take out like a good percentage of the base before you do the main attack. I have yet to practice that, but I haven't seen a base where where it looked like I actually needed to perform a walking queen attack. But yeah, this is a really good dark looting strategy that doesn't require any gems to boost. So that's why I really like it and thought I'd share it. So practice it. I suggest having a level 15 to 20 queen to do it. It can work with a lower level queen. You just have to go for lower looking bases, lower upgraded bases, bases with like blue wall, maybe like Town Hall 8 level to defenses and stuff like that. But yeah, it'll still work. You can still get the dark. But yeah, you're gonna have to practice it. I think I must have tried this 5 or 6 times with my queen dying and walking away with nothing before I finally got the hang of it. But yeah, hopefully you guys can practice this and get some insight from this strategy, and hopefully you can steal a lot of dark elixir. Good luck.